catch your breath, no doubt it's me who's running this. No, I got nothing else to lose. Unstoppable.
Cheers, Joanne. We're back.
Cheers, Denise.
Today I'm drinking Silk Bar again.
Silk Bar, big surprise. Guess what I had? Whitehaven.
Nice. So this week we're going to talk about Rhode Island, summer house, and some of the toxic crap on the valley.
Yeesh.
But let's start with gossip. What do you got?
Oh my gosh. West has nudes. West.
Okay. What
Yeah,
is it?
I don't know.
Nudes? Oh, I thought you said news. Nudes?
Nudes. They leaked the day before they filmed the reunion, which is also when his poor grandma passed. But yeah, had you seen anything about it?
No, I haven't.
He talked about it on his podcast, but I think he said it that like they look like they were like medical pictures because he's not where one would maybe take a pic. It's in a different state.
Who would have leaked this?
I have no idea.
That's kind of funny, though.
I know, like, I hope it wasn't a doctor. Like, then you're like, well, why would a doctor be taking pics? I just don't know, but he addressed it, so it's out there
And where did he address it?
on his podcast.
He has a podcast?
He has a podcast with a co-host.
Okay. Well, let me take this back. If this was a woman's leaked nude photos, I would be upset. So
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No one deserves to be embarrassed like that. Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah, but gosh, okay. So I know you have some Rhode Island gossip, so we're gonna weave it in a little bit while we recap. Okay. So we open with Liz in bed, lasering her face. What was that tool? I kind
I
of need
don't
that.
know. There's so many things. I try to follow like the dermatologists on Instagram that are like, yes, no, yes, no. But I'm like, I don't know if they're sponsoring these things, so you'd never know.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot to point out I'm wearing my champagne earrings.
How
Can you
cute.
see them?
Oh my God, I love them.
Yes, just for today. Okay, so Liz is checking in with Kelsey, who says that her relationship has run its course. I have some thoughts on this. Do you?
Okay. Nope, go for it.
Okay. So I read that they were broken up prior to filming,
Mm,
and this was kind of a storyline for her. But I'm also wondering, like, when they're doing a pilot, like, this could have been a while ago that this was recorded. So maybe she was in the process of breaking up, but not totally. But I also think, like, as it goes on, she's saying, like, it was her choice and, like, she wants more. But I'm thinking he was like, I'm moving someone else in, so get out by this date.
maybe. Because he was like, yeah, it's run its course. Go ahead. I'll pay your rent.
Yeah,
All right. That makes sense, actually. That probably makes more sense.
right. And I think she probably had a lot of the house packed up. And this was just a kind of a filler scene, like, come help me pack. But, like, she had been packed up.
Well, and on Watch What Happens Live, did you watch it with her?
Uh-uh.
Well, Andy asked, what does he think of the show? And she goes, oh, he loves it. He loves it. And he's happy for her. And she said, like, he's really hot. Like, he's upset because he's portrayed as this, like, old man sugar daddy. And Andy said, well, he wouldn't let his picture be shown. So how are we supposed to know? And then during one commercial break, she showed a picture to Andy. And he was like, yeah, he's good looking and not old.
Yeah, he is good looking. But she also said in this part that, like, at first when she was in this with him, like, she knew there was one other girl, but then it evolved into many women and she didn't feel comfortable with that anymore.
Yeah.
Sounds really, like, kind of gross. And, like, how many women was he letting live in different houses he owns?
No, and what does he do for a living? How does he have this much
Right.
money that he could have a full-time housekeeper in at least one residence, probably more? Because he has room where he's living. There's no way he's just letting Kelsey have it.
Yeah, again, I just think he was like, "Okay, you need to be out of this house by this date. Maybe I got you onto Real Housewives. Here you go. Here's your income stream.
Right.
Keep it moving."
This is your cutoff date. Yeah.
So then we see Rosie, and her husband's name is Rich.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So she's packing for the Newport vacation at the castle. What did you think of this castle?
This mansion, one of the oldest mansions was it in Providence?
No, it was in Newport.
Newport. Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Huge, though. I wrote, "I'm really over Rosie at this point," and she says, "I don't care if it's a mansion or a Motel 6."
Ugh,
Okay. Yeah, you do.
right. I kind of chuckled at that too. Give me a break.
And then I wrote, "She clearly never played MASH as a kid." Do you remember playing that?
Mary, wait, yes,
Mansion, apartment,
Shack House.
shack.
Yes, that's right.
I loved that game. Okay, so she said at Polo, she decided she was gonna be nice with everyone except for Kelsey. Rich is coaching her on how to make fake apologies
God,
so she can get along with the cast. He's like, "We need this you to have this job in order for us to build this 5,000 square foot home."
yeah,
And then she's trying to say, like, she's shy and awkward in situations. Did you buy that? No.
no. And Kelsey said her issues with Rosie go pre-filming,
Okay.
and it was alleged, and this came up before, that the reason Rosie got fired wasn't because she had colitis and had to wear a diaper. It was
Right.
because she was having an affair with one of the studio executives and everyone knew about it, but she wouldn't say exactly why they weren't friends.
And they have an epic moment next week. We'll get to that.
Uh,
Okay, so then we see Joellen shopping with her sister. I put at a boutique similar to Posh. They talk about the awful Dead Dad Club, which I can relate to. The Dead Dad Club totally sucks. And she says that Jen was the favorite child, and doesn't think her mom loved her, and she doesn't know how to forgive her mom for their childhood. And her sister was like, "I'm kinda cool with it because she didn't have to deal with it." And then we find out later that they sent her away to some crazy camp for fucked up kids.
like criminals.
Juveniles. Yeah, juvenile
Yeah,
delinquents,
juvenile
yeah.
delinquents. And she was like, I didn't do anything that bad. What could she have done?
I don't know, but that's crazy. That's pretty rough.
Clearly, she's carrying a lot of trauma from that,
Yes.
right?
And next week, we see her mom come on, so we'll see what's the story there. Okay, so then we see Kelsey and Liz back to her moving out of the house, and she said she lived with her parents until she moved in with him at age 20.
Right.
And I was like, "Well, how old was he at that time?" And so Liz is encouraging her to focus on this guy, Billy or Bill.
Yeah.
He seems disgusting.
Who's this? I'm like, who's Billy? Have we heard of him before?
Yes, he was on last episode. He met her in the coffee shop. He's kinda like a meathead muscle guy, blonde.
Yeah, I saw him, but I feel like they were like, here's Billy. I'm like, am I supposed to know who this guy is?
Yeah, supposedly she's been dating him for a while, and, her mom wants her to be with him. I'm like, "This guy is toxic also, gross." So then Liz gives her a compass. I didn't know what it was at
I
first, and
didn't either.
and
Yeah.
Chanel duster then. I was like, "That's a strange gift," and Liz saying she can't afford Chanel. I'm like, "Really?
Yeah.
I think you can."
Yeah. You already have the Chanel, something came in that Chanel dust.
Exactly. I want that gift, actually.
Yeah, right.
So then we see Liz and Alicia getting ready for the trip, and Alicia says she requires an Uber driver for a 30-minute ride to Newport, which, okay, is a little bougie, but also she hit a woman, right?
I ran over a woman.
So they get these vintage Rolls Royces. I mean, this is a little extra. Like 30 minutes down the road, you can't just drive yourself. So no one's heard from Rula. They're just going to leave without her. They get to the mansion, they pull up and they go in. And what does Alicia say? "This is our story tale."
This is our story tale. God, I love her.
And then she says she's taking the fairy room. Is that what she said?
Is it? Oh, I missed
"I'm
that.
taking the fairy room." I was like, okay. And she goes, "Put on a real cute doll outfit for the tea party."
Yeah. So she left all her dolls to this mansion.
What do you think the producers, the cameramen thought of this? I mean, I don't know that that was producer driven. Do you think? You think she's just that quirky?
Maybe the producers were like, let's tap into this cute little quirky weird thing and make everyone play with dolls at the it's again, first season, light drama.
Yeah, that was so weird. She's, like, rolling them across the lawn in a suitcase.
Yeah.
And they have those little high chairs at the table like American Girl. Did you ever have to
Yeah.
suffer through American Girl with
I
your daughter?
never did, thankfully.
Very lucky. Very lucky. I
How
did.
many American Girl brunches have you had?
Just 2, but yeah, they
Okay.
have those little high chairs for the dolls and yeah. So the girls are kinda making fun of her about the dolls, and she goes, "Every girl has connected with baby dolls for billions of years."
Is that a flashback from last episode? Yeah, like Billy. Where'd you get that stat?
Right. They're
Billions
like
of years.
they're, like, laughing in her face, and she's just like, "Yeah, whatever." Oh, so then I made a note that Joellen said, "It's wicked rude that Rula is not here." So wicked was a huge term for me growing up in upstate New York. We said wicked everything. I have not heard that in so long. Do you remember me saying that?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, I can't believe they still say it. Alicia says she doesn't want to hear any more about Rula's marriage. And Liz is saying she questions Joellen's motives about bringing it up. She doesn't think Joellen really feels bad for Rula. She's just trying to, like, put it out there. And I kind of agree with her.
I think Joellen is the only one that's brave enough to be
Hmm.
like, "This guy's doing it." And then when she yelled at him at the was it Polo?
Although, yeah.
She's like, "Stop telling me I'm, like, doing whatever. This is on the internet." And so now let's go back to Watch What Happens Live with Kelsey. So the ex-mistress has a part of the husband's business.
Yes.
He gave her part of the was that like a settlement, like, "Stay out of my life"? Why would you include someone in the business?
I thought it was something that
Happened
happened
before?
before, but still, like, did he need an investment from her? Like, what? Like,
I don't know. But then we find out he has been arrested. This comes up next episode, I think, for stalking her or tracking her.
tracking Rula.
Rula.
This is so messy.
Okay,
Was
Rula's
there?
husband. He left. Remember when he left the bus last week
Uh-huh.
before the match and they said, "Oh, he took off his wedding ring," and then Joellen said, "He's with her. Here's I'm getting pictures, blah, blah, blah." Kelsey said, "Yes." So apparently the mistress, ex-mistress, whatever, threatened to show up where they were filming. So that's why he made up the lie about his parents to go deal with her to be like, "You cannot come and
Okay.
show up when we're filming."
So she's like, "I wanna be on the show."
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. I just think there's some financial shit going on there too. And so maybe she is part owner and Rula never knew? I don't know.
Like, Rula has her own money. Like, she's a
Right.
financial advisor, right? A wealth manager or whatever. And she's still standing by him.
I know.
I don't know how long that might be the first one.
We see next week there's video evidence like we talked about.
Again, more. She gonna say it's AI again?
Okay.
Anyway, so
So then they have this black tie dinner where they all have to wear masks that Liz picked out for them. This was kinda stupid. I
I know.
mean, this
I
was
thought,
producer driven.
do the produce right, I wrote down, do the producers not have new ideas? Andy Cohen threatened, I forget which Watch What Happens Live. He got mad about something and he's like, "Guess what? Flapper parties, every franchise, every season, you're gonna get more of it." He was, like, gonna punish the fans.
Yeah, I did not like this.
It
Liz
was
is trying to
stupid.
say she's really a sheep in wolf's clothing. I don't believe that.
Right.
I think she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So they all kind of disclose like a little bit of a, like a sob story, sad. And then they get pissed because Ashley says like she has nothing to cry about. No hardships have happened to her. Is she the youngest?
I don't know.
She
Maybe
acts
they're
like the
Rosie.
youngest. No,
Yeah,
no. What's her name is the youngest? Kelsey.
Rosie. Kelsey. Yeah, 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 Kelsey, that makes sense. But yeah, she's crying because she knows that something tragic's going to happen.
I do remember having that feeling when I was young. Like eventually something really bad's going to happen.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Like someone's gonna die. I've not had death yet.
Yeah. Okay, Rosie again says she has bad anxiety and is shy in real life. No one believes that. And then Kelsey says she's very sensitive when it comes to her relationship. I think it's more like a lot of shame.
You think?
I do. I think it's a lot of shame around that relationship. Like she knew it was transactional and financially beneficial for her in the moment, always. I mean, they weren't married, so it's not like she's getting money by getting out. But I think she has a lot of shame about it, but she's not ready to say it.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought it was telling. That she was like, "We were in a 10-year relationship. If we were married, he would still finance. Like, I would walk away with a lot more than him just paying my rent until I get on my feet." I don't know.
But
I don't know how to
also
feel about it.
because you were one of many mistresses. Maybe she was the prime for, like, a year or something, but you know what I mean? Like, where does she fall in who he likes the best?
Yeah. So you think she has guilt because she went along with it and was okay with it, and now people are telling her it was
Kind
bad?
of
I don't know how
was.
I feel about that. Like, I kind of think good for her. She was young. Why not? Like, I don't know.
I mean, for a couple of years, when she's 20 and she's getting to travel the world and do everything and wear great clothes, but then at some point when maybe she was not smart enough then to say, "Hey, I'm gonna walk away from this with nothing."
Yeah.
And she's realizing it now at age 31. Okay, so Alicia then says, her childhood was really hard. She saw dark things no kid should ever see. I was homeless.
No, you weren't.
This is
You
like,
were not homeless. Don't say you
you
were
were
homeless.
never homeless.
Alicia was kinda nice about it in the confessional, like, I think Liz is trying to protect my family, right? So,
Mhm.
they must know, the families must go back, but to be like, "No, you weren't." Like, "Well, he sold our house. I didn't
You
have
would
my
like
own house.
that.
I had to share a room with my mother."
And I didn't have my Corvette bed. Very traumatic, which I think was to Liz's point of like, and she did say like the grandparents were like, kind of well off or, maybe homeless is not the correct word.
Yeah. She was not unhoused. Let's put it that way.
And then she says something, another like phrase that she got wrong. She said, "You know what it's called when the horse is dead?" When they're like, "Oh yeah, beating a dead horse."
You know what you call it?
She's like Teresa, like you said in that. So Kelsey and Rosie keep fighting. Kelsey wants everyone to know Rosie got fired. And Rosie says back to her, "You don't have a house, a husband, or a career." And I'm like, that's fair. She doesn't. I think that's part of the shame too, is like, what the fuck have I been doing for these 10 years?
Yeah.
Where is like me? I
Yeah.
haven't like really worked on creating me.
Right, and jumping to this Billy guy doesn't seem like the right.
He just seems like slime. He gives bad vibes. Okay, so then we see the previews. I said it looks pretty intense. Somewhere, if they say that's peace and war, I don't know if it's a peace and war party or something they're going to. Did you see that?
No.
So we get the video proof for Rula. We see Joellen's mom. And then Rosie yells at Kelsey and says, "Everyone knows you fuck married men. You're a slam pig."
You love that line.
I texted you immediately. I'm like, I've never heard this phrase.
Slam.
Where Somewhere which franchise said, "You're a slut pig"? I think that was Beverly Hills,
Oh, I don't know.
but slam pig, that's something.
Yeah, they hate each other, and it goes, like I said, apparently prior to filming, so this is gonna be good when it finally does come out.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And then, like you said, we see Brian was arrested for stalking Rula, and she still is like, "I don't know what to do." The women are like, "What? Like, get away from this guy."
Multiple photos and videos of this him with her.
Yeah.
And it was last week when they finally showed up to the polo match, and he was like, "I'm not doing this on camera. I'm not doing this on camera." So, like, he knows he's guilty.
I wonder if she thinks if I leave, he and this woman are gonna have more money than me and him ever did. Like, I have something about money. There's something happening. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, on to Summer House. You wanna take the lead on this?
Sure. Well, we open with Jesse going to the cancer camp, which was so
Yes.
great. Everyone going there to support him. Wonderful for him to give back in that way. And of course, sing to these children. Hooray.
Yeah.
I think, like, so his soliloquy about not having a girlfriend and wanting a girlfriend, and I was pursuing the wrong person, and they cut to Sierra and then show West. Like, I just felt it was really weird how he expressed it. He wasn't like, I want to find a nice girl and treat her well and take care of her and have her take care of me. It was like, I should have a girlfriend. It just didn't speak warmth to me. Like, I have so much love to give and I really want to find that person to give it to. It was like, I really should have a girlfriend right now.
Yeah, it didn't land
No.
at all, and I'm, like, thinking, "No, you don't."
Yeah, he doesn't.
And I think part of it too might be, like, he doesn't know about his health in the future. Like, there might
Yeah.
be, like, this underlying fear of, how can I really commit to somebody if I'm not gonna be around or I'm sick,
Well, that's
like
fair.
yeah.
I wrote it as, like, what I don't know what his word salad about wanting a girlfriend was, like, it just didn't.
He said he is lonely and wants a relationship to fill that void. That's what it
Yeah,
was. That's yucky.
yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see that, like, kind of vulnerable sides of him that we like, and he is really goofy, and he did, have cancer 2 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's ready for a relationship. Do you have notes about the It Girl event?
Did that happen before they went to the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
they
didn't.
they kinda introed it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then they showed Jordan DJing. Was Jordan
Yes,
from
Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay. I was like, "Where is she from?"
Yes.
It was Martha's Vineyard. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes. I know, I loved that. That was
Yeah.
great.
So, this is when Amanda and Lindsay discussed Lindsay's interaction with Sharon.
Yes.
She said the last time she saw her was at the bridal shower when Sharon expressed concerns about them getting married, rightly so. This is where I think Lindsay exaggerates a little bit. She's like, I was so close to Sharon for 10 years. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
And she was mad that Sharon went on the show and told Carl to break off the engagement. Okay, Lindsay, this woman had one son left, right? Son that died. This is her precious son. Saw him being in this terrible relationship. She has every right to express that you were not a great partner to Carl.
And then Lindsay says to Amanda, "At least Kyle's parents didn't go on national television and tell him to break up with you." And I love someone wrote, "I wish they had because she was miserable for 10 years in this marriage. Like, it probably would have been better if they did."
The closest was when Kyle asked her father if he could marry her, and the father's like, yeah, like she's gonna make her own choices.
Right. Doesn't say yeah. I don't know if I actually got permission. Well, you didn't.
Yeah. So Lindsay said she's always the villain in their story. They're always the victim. But
It's interesting, actually.
I mean, they were toxic together, very toxic. And she was a lot of the toxicity. So she has to take accountability for that.
Yeah. But I thought that was weird. Like, they're always the victim, so I'll always be the villain
And
when I guess things can be blurred and two things can
yeah.
sometimes be true.
And Sharon and Carl are very similar personality types. They're very passive and they're, very low key sweet, where Lindsay has a more aggressive personality. So it's easier to say she's the villain, but she really did some shitty things. So,
She did. Yeah. They should not have gotten married.
I mean, someone said she was calling him Cocaine Carl on TV.
That's true.
That's pretty bad.
When they were engaged.
Yeah.
Not even like after they broke up. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Oh, you want to take this part with Sierra dressing up?
My God. Dressed as the Lorax. How fun is she?
We needed
Yes.
this fun water game. I mean, thank God for Sierra.
Yes. So she loaded them all up, pick your weapon. Obviously, production helped because she was there by herself. I was trying to figure out how she got there. I wonder if she went with production. But anyway, they set the whole thing up. A bucket that says choose your weapon. She attacks them as they come in. It was so great. And then one by one, they all show up. And then was it Bailey or Levi says when Kyle and Amanda last to come in, don't shoot. She's wearing suede,
Wait.
which was nice. And I feel bad because I was so team Amanda at the beginning of the season because Kyle was such an asshole. But like, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts throughout this episode about
Mhm.
what she was doing. But she's like, "Oh, thanks for not shooting me. Ugh, everything's soaking wet." She's just
It's like,
complaining. And so I don't know. I saw it online like that. The fun, bubbly Amanda. Remember, she called herself that in the confessional. Didn't show up, and like Sierra's over here dressed as the Lorax, setting up this whole party. But Wes picks Amanda, who just comes in and is immediately miserable and complaining.
but it was like so fun to see all of them like just, having fun and laughing and goofing around. They all got into it. They were all like right
Except
away,
Amanda.
except Amanda. And I love that Sierra was like calling out like a drill sergeant.
Yeah. Guns down, guns down, guns down.
It's great.
And Lindsay said, I used to be a sharpshooter. I will never get tired of a Lindsay covered ROTC flashback.
Yes, that was great. That was great. I could totally see her in the ROTC. Okay, so they have snacks and there's a huge Uber Eats plug. And then Carl said it's National Beach Day. Get ready to go to the beach. Lindsay says, "Oh, I thought you were going to say it was the 2-year anniversary of our breakup." And then she announces she's hosting a freedom dinner again.
Yeah,
Lots of comments online how she can't stop talking about Carl.
I saw that too.
Like, it's true.
It is.
Why do you think she's doing it?
I mean, she's like, "Thank you for freeing me, and I got the life that I want because you set me free." But like, she keeps picking at this guy.
Beating a dead horse,
Yeah.
the horse that
Can
died.
you say it when the horse died? Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, is there a PR perspective of this? Like, she wants to keep doing commercials with him and she wants the link.
Well, the commercial came out way after.
Yeah,
I don't know, but like he's moved on, and now it seemed like at first she moved on, obviously, because she was having a baby. But now it's like she's regressed, and he's like, "I'm doing my software thing and
yeah, I'm good.
brick and mortar that you didn't support." And
Thought it was a stupid idea, and yeah.
well, they get to the beach, and I forget who says, like, "Okay, let's set up the towel,"
Wait,
or the
before that, I just wanna say, they're all like, "Let's shower."
well, I thought that came after. That's funny because I had that in order, but I was like, it seemed out of order.
And I'm
Let's
like,
all shower together.
"Why would they shower before they go to the beach?"
Well, then they showed them shaving.
Yeah, and then they all shaved these stupid kept their mustaches. But I was like, Who showers before the beach?"
Kyle says, "Okay, get out. I have to shower."
Mhm.
And then they just show him getting dressed. So
Weird.
I feel like they're rubbing it in our faces, or they're trying to make a smokescreen.
I don't know, but that was super weird.
Okay, yeah. So that did I was like, I must have written this out of order because that makes no sense that why would they shower before going to the beach? Okay, so someone says, "Move all the chairs around in a circle," and then they show Amanda lying on a towel in the middle of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everyone's in a semicircle. She's on a towel in the middle and says, "Babe, move your toe." Yells already at Kyle. But, like, everyone's sitting in the chair and just staring at her laying on the ground, but it was very strange.
Yeah. I mean, just showing, like, so much tension between the 2 of them.
And it just seems like she thrives. She needs the attention. Like, she loves the
Yeah.
attention from Jesse. She gets jealous when Sierra gets the attention. Now Sierra's getting West's attention, and she can't handle that.
It's weird because I don't remember her being attention seeking in other
Yeah.
seasons. She was just, like, in the background. I don't know what's going on with
Maybe
her.
she cheated with someone else and that got her brain going.
Mhm. Ben.
Heading into the season, then maybe, like, "Oh, yeah, all these guys want me. Ben's in love with me. Everyone thinks he's in love with me." Like, why would you say that to his
Right.
well, frick, she is now, fiancé.
God,
Ring the
yeah.
bell.
So they're at the beach. Carl says to Jess and Wessie they're celebrating freedom.
"Freedom!"
And
That was so
Jessie
horrible.
says, "Yeah, you are free. And West, you have a new best friend." And I was like, did he mean Sierra? Did he mean Amanda?
Oh, yeah.
Because Jesse kind of like, I still think he knew.
I do too.
And then Wes says, "I don't want to speak for Sierra, but we are very comfortable being friends. And let's just get to the fall." What did you think about that?
I sort of understood what he was saying because everyone's like, "Oh my god, what's going on now? What's going on now? What's going on now?" And he's like, we're just starting to be friends again. She's cool, I'm cool." Like, but, everyone makes it their business, which was the point that KJ and Dara made, like, we can just be in a relationship and not make it the house's problem, like Lexi and Jesse last summer, like, it could just happen, but, yeah, I think West wasn't comfortable with all that extra attention, probably because of a little bit of the Amanda thing, like, maybe they were starting their emotional affair.
I thought when he said, "Let's just make it to the fall," was like, let's just keep us as friends till filming ends. Like, I'm just trying to make it till the end of filming for this show.
Right, because I'm not gonna want a relationship with you, Sierra, so
Mhm. Yeah. I thought that was a little loaded.
and then Mia and Amanda
Mhm.
having that conversation. I think Mia first of all, it was so cringy. I would if Sierra gave me a look, I would cut West off. Like, why are you going that far? I think even Mia was like, "Okay,
Huh?
oh, this is weird." That was weird. And Mia's no dummy, and she sniffed it out.
I think so too, because she was kinda like What are you talking about?
She said way too much.
Definitely. Yeah, and like you said, Mia's smart.
Right. That girl is different and she's special and it's like, all right.
She said what did she say? Something like, "More than anybody else in the entire world," that and I was like, "What? Even yourself?" Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. She was way overcompensating for
But
something.
yeah, you need to treat her differently than any other woman in the world.
And Mia
Okay.
goes, I agree.
Yeah. So strange. Okay, so this part I didn't like about Sierra talking to Kyle about the relationship. She was like, Amanda and I met up after your couples counseling. And she's talking about them like, maybe you guys should physically separate for like a month. And I'm like, aren't they already separated? And so I'm wondering if producers were like, have this conversation so that when the city starts, no one's confused. Like, set it up on camera.
Yeah. I took it as Kyle said, did you guys talk about this? Because we just went to therapy and it didn't come up. That's how I took it. And maybe that was part of the whole plan about talking about the separation. I'm not sure.
I believe they were separated over the summer and maybe did some counseling sessions. But I was like, is he that good of a liar? At this point, probably a good actor. Like, all right, I'm going to pretend we're not already separated.
He's not missed a beat on social. I mean, yeah, Loverboy's thriving because of him getting cheated on, maybe not. But he's doesn't seem sad in current state with everything that's come out, with maybe the fact that there was video of them being into like he doesn't seem bothered.
Yeah. I just did not like that whole scene. I felt it was like super produced and staged for a reason to set up the city.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm afraid to say this, but I'm going to say it. So the girls go home and Lindsay greets the chef that is preparing the dinner. I think Lindsay might have been a little coked up for the dinner scene. What do you think like looking back? Like she was like Jesse said like you're on fire.
Yeah. Huh. So she showered.
Yes, I think she might have showered.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know. Yeah, and I thought like, okay, Amanda just seems so happy, like, when Kyle finally says, "I see what's going on here," like, "You had Sierra talk to me about separating, you didn't talk to me." Like, all the things that Amanda was so upset about, I think episode 1 or 2, Kyle going around and telling everyone else. So she's just doing the same exact thing.
Yeah. So I was kind of confused on this. Okay. First, I just want to note that Lindsay was asking the chef, like, something like, how did you get into this career? And he goes, oh, I was going to be a DJ or a chef. And so then she starts making fun of Kyle, like, setting this tone for the dinner. I think this was all Lindsay being like, I'm going to produce this dinner and I'm going to bring this shit up. I don't think necessarily Amanda was like, hey, could you bring this up at dinner?
I don't either, but I think Amanda knew, "I'm gonna feed enough to Lindsay, and she wants to be in" it's her dinner, she's gonna speak, and so she'll keep digging at Kyle. I think Amanda was calculated in doing it. I don't think she specifically said, "Hey, Lindsay, say this to Kyle," or anything like.
But I don't think she knew how hard Lindsay was gonna go, because Lindsay wouldn't she was like a dog with a bone. She would not stop, and everyone was so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable, and Ben was trying to stick up for Kyle, and that's when Kyle was like, "I see what you're doing," and then he cursed at her again,
Yeah,
and
fuck
Lindsay's like,
you.
"No," 'cause Lindsay's like, "No, this is my moment. I'm producing this."
Wait, don't shift it.
And then it was weird West getting up, and Amanda's like, "What?" But she brought up, "Oh, he's going to Vegas," and then that face that's been all over the internet, the face that she makes, bringing up that he's going to Vegas.
Okay, so here's the other thing. If they were separated over the summer, right, and he kind of knew this is, like, probably the end, I can pretty much do what the fuck I want. Why am I gonna ask Amanda if I can have a DJ career? She's gonna say no anyway.
Again, I go back to I hate it because they both suck and they're both wrong. Like, I
Mhm.
want someone to be like the good guy and the bad guy, but it's not how it is. They both are bad.
In the marriage, I think over the span of the marriage, Kyle is way more toxic
I agree.
and abusive. And we see, was Lindsay rage baiting him on purpose? I mean, we see him fucking go nuts. And that's a scary side of him. Like he just sees red. People were commenting on her facial expressions during the dinner. and, like, she was enjoying it, but I think she was like, "Kyle is showing his cards, like, he's showing who he is," and, kinda like, "I'm kinda glad everyone's seeing
Yeah.
this."
I took it as she was happy that she knew what was happening and that he was gonna spiral. That's kind of what I read from her facial expression.
But, like, not giddy about it, like, "Okay, show yourself. This is the guy I always see," and so that's how I was taking it, because I think that he curses at her a lot. And then, he's like, "You contribute nothing." He always goes back to that line of, like, diminishing her.
Yep. I busted my ass for 7 years and you've contributed nothing.
Oh, yeah, and okay, we're supposed to believe that he hated the last 7 years of his life creating Loverboy? Come on, dude, like, "Oh, finally I get to do something I like, be a DJ." No.
Right, and you pressured her to be a part of it and quit her job.
Yeah. You were obsessed with Loverboy, you loved it, let's not try to make it like it was something you hated doing. Oh, I wanna go back. Lindsay had this stupid game they played about what you lost and found. Can we just say West saying he lost his voice last summer, and this summer he found the ability to speak up and have a friendship and relationship that was lost for a long time. You lost your voice last summer?
Cool.
No, no, dude. And then Sierra saying she lost a huge weight off her shoulders of having to dislike the person she loves the most. And she found the bars. That was great. Like, she did not go out any summer, but this summer she went out a lot. So good for her. That was a good line.
Oh, Carl and Bailey make out.
Yeah. I did not see any chemistry in that kiss. Not at all. Okay. And then, okay. So this is when Kyle says, Amanda doesn't pull any weight. I am losing my mind. I'll smack the table, I don't care. And Carl is like, "Okay, shit, he's getting out of control." And Carl tries to, like, calm him down.
Right.
And then he says, "Fuck you" to Carl.
They storm out and Carl says, "Oh, good, you're gonna break stuff now." And he
Yeah.
throws the lover boy at the house. But, like, why is that his go-to?
And
Slamming
it's so weird
doors.
because then I wonder if they edited this because it shifts so fast. He throws the can at the door, says, "Fuck you, Carl." And then Carl says, "Fuck me? Fuck you then, you loser." Like,
Were there more words in between, you think?
yeah. And first it's like, "Hey, calm down, you're being a dick to your wife." But then it's like, "Also, I fucking think you're a loser." I don't
And
know.
everyone runs out.
Yeah. And what is production holding him back? I've never seen Carl like that.
No, I know. I think KJ was.
Yeah, I was like, "Who's holding him back?" But the look on his face was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yeah, I hope Carl didn't shower.
Yes, I don't think he did. I think he's doing good. Whew, okay, so we do have one more episode.
Oh, is that it?
Next week is the season finale is next week.
Okay.
Yes, then the city premieres.
And then the reunion. So they must be editing the city like crazy. They're saying it's gonna focus more on West and Amanda now.
So what are they gonna so they're gonna premiere the city, and then the following week, do you think they'll have the city on and followed by reunion part 1?
1, 2.
Like, they'll have it on the same night back to back?
Reunion's supposed to be the 26th, though. That's in 3 weeks.
So they'll have 3 episodes of the city.
So they'll have the reunion at Summer House, then in the city. I don't know. I don't know,
I
Denise.
can't math. I
You're
don't know.
not
We'll
making it
see.
straightforward.
No. It's too confusing.
This West Amanda thing really threw a wrench into everything. Did you watch What Happens Live with KJ on it?
I saw the part where Andy made him read the text from West.
Yeah.
What did you think about that move?
I thought KJ was super emotional, and Dara was in the audience, so they are still together. I saw
Okay.
one clip or one something posted. Dara said, "People tell her to tell KJ to stop wearing grills," and she said, "I when I hear that, I tell him to do it more." Good for you. Screw those haters. Yeah, he just in general seemed so emotional, and when he read the text, I think he skimmed it too because Andy was like, "I don't like, gotta be careful," and it was a lovely text, but then someone said it was ChatGPT.
Exactly. But Andy was pushing him to read it.
He was a little bit. And then he was like, "Wait a minute." I think Andy realized after he was pushing, like, maybe this won't go so well, but it
Mhm.
was a nice text, and KJ was moved by it.
It was a bunch of bullshit, and you know it.
Yeah, and West on his podcast, like, "These are my friends, and it sucks, like, I hurt them," but he's just looking at it like, "We'll get past this." He
You
doesn't
know,
seem too bothered.
I can't see KJ getting past it. But also, he's so soft. I don't know. Maybe he's
He
really
is,
forgiving.
yeah. I could see him forgiving West. West being, putting on his charm and doing what he does.
Ugh, all right. Okay, so let's head over to the Happy Valley. Big takeaways from this. We meet Tom's girlfriend who he's dating, Kiana. What did you think about her?
She's too young for him.
She's 27,
What is he? He's gotta be in his 40s, right?
40. Yeah, at least 40.
I thought she was cute. I thought she could hang. I thought she's was not sad to be on reality TV, probably. What does she do? She lives in New York mostly, and then she's traveling to London. She a model?
I don't know, but did we see her in the audience of Watch What Happens Live?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we saw her in the audience, and I was like, she seems like so sweet and like this demure girl, but she came on screen strong. Like she's a strong woman. I was like, he has a type.
With her sunglasses, and everyone was like, "Oh, I
Mhm.
wanna be here." Lala was like, "She's so hot."
Like she's the boss. So yeah, that's my thoughts on her.
He has a type. That's great.
What do you think about, Kristen and Nia and Lacey go shopping? What do you think about them like welcoming her into the group?
I don't know. It seems like they really like her.
If I was Michelle, I'd be so pissed.
Maybe she's happy because it takes Jesse's attention off of trying to make her miserable 100% of the time.
But I don't think she wants to hang out with her.
Probably not.
And then Lacey was saying she has no problem with Michelle, but she hates Janet. She doesn't want to be around her.
Oh,
I'm like,
Janet,
Janet, your days are numbered. Even Lacey.
take a note.
So the big focus is Danny being a total dick the entire episode.
He's getting a very bad at it, and I love it.
So, personal experience. I was a nanny for some wealthy families right after college and during grad school. And I have seen this behavior from the men, the husbands. It was like, if the nanny is here, I'm not fucking doing one single thing with my kid. That is beneath me. We are paying someone to come and do it. And I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. So don't even ask me. Like, this is what we're paying her for. And it's just gross. It really is just gross.
She needs to be swaddled.
I mean, he was so mean. She's like, "Can I eat? Like, could I eat on the train? Can I eat when we get to the house?" And he's like, "No.
I'm getting a coffee.
Yeah, you can't eat. I'm getting a coffee. I'm frustrated because I'm trying to put her down for a nap and she's not going." Also, like, when you're a nanny, at least if your employer or the mom is kind, like, you have some downtime. So Nia might have said, "Hey, go unpack, whatever. We're gonna need you tonight, so you have this next hour or 2 off." And he's just like, why am I doing this? Where's the nanny? This parenting is beneath me." Didn't like it. And I don't
No,
like how he talks to her.
no, he talks to her very condescendingly.
I couldn't get to when they get to the park and she's so excited and she's like, "We never have time alone without the kids and this is going to be so fun." And his energy was like, "I'm not trying to hang out with you by myself. Like, I want to hang out with the guys and drink and be with the gang. I don't want alone time."
Yeah.
What do you think that was?
Well, also, all right, I am so not on Danny's side, and I will say, yeah, you're without your kids. Do you wanna be at a amusement park and say, like, "We're gonna be without the kids, let's make it something a little more
Yeah.
special," maybe? I don't know. Nothing wrong with an amusement park, but
But she's like so innocent and like pure.
trying to be upbeat. She was trying to lift the mood and be like, "Yay, we're alone, let's get," and he was like, shit all over her parade.
And he called her performative.
Yes, that was so mean.
Yeah, and then he's like, "I don't like this performative side, basically, unless you're gonna be performative tonight in the bedroom, then
In
I'm
the
down."
bedroom.
I was like, "What?"
That was gross.
I think we're just starting to see who he really is.
Yeah.
Not good. What did you think about Lala and Jesse going at it about the room? When she's like, "I'm not leaving this room," and he's like, "I'm not leaving this room either."
She's like, "Michelle just gave up. I have all the fight in me in the world. I'm not gonna let him get his way." I thought it was kinda great, even
I do
though
too.
I'm not a huge
I think
Lala
she's
fan,
gonna
but
win.
yeah, I think she does because she's like, "Look at all these other rooms," and he's like, "Hey, these are back here."
Yeah. Just called him out on his shit and is like, "I'm not backing down." Oh, Michelle said she sold a $7 million house on the way to San Diego, and she's out on her own. She doesn't have to work with Jesse anymore, and that clients and brokers did not like working with him. I was like, yes. I was really glad for her in that moment. I did not watch the part at all where they were talking about losing parents,
Yeah,
Michelle
me
and Ella.
neither.
I was like, I'm too sad. That will make me cry. I just fast forwarded through.
Yeah, because we had it on Rhode Island and now we have it on the Valley. Yeah, I fast forwarded too. Sure, it was a lovely moment.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so we see previews for next week where Schwartz says he has an intense sex dream about Lala. Kristen has more postpartum breakdowns and says she's like she's losing her mind. And hopefully she's maybe on some medication or gets on some.
Yeah.
And then we see Danny speaking rudely to Nia again, and Lala goes off on him.
Yes.
That was great.
I mean, yes, if there's a reason to have Lala, put Jesse in his place, put Danny in his place,
And
I'll
yes,
accept it. I'll
she
accept
can be
it.
there. I will also. Yeah, because they need to be put in their place.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So see you next week, Joanne. Cheers.
Cheers, Denise.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Charmingly Toxic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow reality TV junkies. You can connect with me on Instagram at Charmingly Toxic and join the conversation in the Charmingly Toxic Facebook group. This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. While I am a licensed therapist, I'm not diagnosing anyone here. Expect real talk, sarcasm, and a few clinical insights woven in along the way. If you're seeking support for a toxic relationship, please reach out to a licensed therapist or visit my website, dccounseling.org.